Hey, what's up guys, I'm Nizio Cole, and a few days ago, Google showed up to GDC 2019 and unveiled their premier gaming experience. I'm going to be talking about all the details in this video, but before we start, make sure to drop a like down below, hit that notification bell, and comment down below what your thoughts and opinions on this are, on Google coming into the console race. Well, technically, we'll get into that later. But yeah, so it all started out with Google CEO Sundar Pichai coming out on stage and talking about games, just games as a human race, how we love games and how they help, and how Google loves games, and you know, the typical stuff you'd see before a keynote as big as this. Now, if you guys remember, back in October, Google was allowing some people to stream Assassin's Creed Odyssey from their browser, and surprisingly, it worked pretty well. From the feedback that I've seen, there was basically no input lag, and I mean, that's just crazy. People just open Chrome and then load up a AAA game like Assassin's Creed Odyssey, 1080p 60 FPS. I mean, that's something that we've just never heard of before. And that was simply a test of Project Stadia. This isn't a console, this isn't any type of particular hardware. Their claim is that you can play these games on whatever device you already own. So desktops, the Pixel devices, Chromebooks, Chromecasts, and pretty much any other device that has some form of Google integration on it. One of the examples they gave is, say you see a game trailer on a game that looks pretty cool and you want to try it out. Instead of having to go on Steam and trying to find a demo or buying it, or these huge patches and updates and whatnot, at the end of the trailer for supported games, there will be a Play Now button. You click it, and within 5 seconds, you're in the game. I'm gonna be honest, I'm a little bit skeptical, but the way they showed it working on stage, it looked really cool. Of course, I'm gonna have some footage up on screen of the event. I imagine it won't be the full game. It'll probably just be a demo of the game to see how you like it, and if you like it, then hey, you can buy it. Now moving on to the Stadia controller. It comes in the basic colors white, black, and blue, and I mean, it looks pretty cool. Now they specified that you don't actually have to use a controller. You can use a regular Xbox One controller or PS4 or Nintendo Switch, or whatever proprietary controller that you may have lying around. You can use that on your desktop and Chromebook, and I believe tablet experiences. But for the Chromecast and Pixel devices, there is the Stadia controller, which in all honesty, I think I might just take that over an Xbox controller. It doesn't look all too comfortable, but I'll just have to wait and see and buy it so I can review it later on. But it does have some really interesting features. Unlike if you were to use a regular controller, the Stadia controller actually connects via Wi-Fi to the data center, streaming the game to you. So it doesn't connect to the computer connecting to the data center. It connects directly to the data center. And this is how I assume that they achieve such low latency. Now, it has all the regular buttons. It has the triggers, the buttons, the sticks. It has everything that you would assume on a regular controller like a PS4 or Xbox controller. It has start, select, the middle button, but there are two new buttons. The share button, which is basically you want to stream, you want to record, you want to do all that. I think the PS4 has a dedicated share button, so that's not new, but the assistant button is a little bit more interesting. Now, the assistant button just basically brings up Google Assistant as you'd expect from a Google product, and it'll show you all types of facts and information about the game you're playing. I'll give an example. Maybe if you're stuck on a level, let's say like Doom or something, I don't know, and you press the Google Assistant button, it will show all types of videos on how to beat the level and strategy guides and whatnot, and I think this would be a really cool integration. And as another little thing, they actually included a Konami code Easter egg on the bottom of the controller, and I think that's pretty cool. May have something to do maybe in the OS or whatnot. I don't know how that's gonna work yet, but I'm definitely excited. Now more on the development and server side of things. They claim they've been optimizing their servers for years to achieve such low latency. The initial Odyssey test back in October was 1080p 60, but they plan to deliver 4K 60 and even 8K 120 FPS. This seems a little bit out there. You know, maybe we have like a few years, maybe and probably more than that. I would say like 7 years until 8K is really in people's houses. Most people don't even have an 8K TV. So yeah, 4K, a little bit more in the realm of possibility for them to do that, but I mean, that would be just crazy on their servers. Now, in addition to the stream that you're going to be receiving, you can also use the share button on the controller to stream it to YouTube, a more high resolution, higher bitrate stream, I'm guessing. So their pitch is the data center So their pitch to developers is the data center is your platform, and that's actually really helpful to developers, indie developers that have often had trouble trying to get their games out there, trying to get people to play them, and this would make it much easier for them to be able to reach their fans, and I think that's really cool. Now I'll just put the specs up on screen for each Stadia instance. They're using a custom AMD GPU with a combined power of 10.7 teraflops. That's more than the PS4 Pro and Xbox One X combined, which is it's just insane. I mean, that's really cool in and of itself. They partner with big game engines like Unreal Engine, Unity, CryEngine, and they're calling it the most flexible development environment ever. But they have the proof to back it up. And near the end of the keynote, Matt Pat from Game Theory came on stage and started talking about a few other features, such as crowd play. Say you're a big YouTuber and you want to get some of your fans in your game, it's seamless. They can just join and they'll be playing with you and talking to you, and I think that is a really cool addition for a lot of content creators. Google Stadia is launching in the US, the UK, Canada, and Europe later this year, and they will be back in summer to talk about some more stuff. Now that was a lot of information to take in, but it seems like going into the 9th generation of consoles, I think Google will be a major player, up there with Microsoft and Sony and Nintendo. Now obviously this isn't going to be free. They didn't really talk about any pricing in the keynote, but if I had to guess, I'd say it would be an Xbox Live type subscription that you just buy every month and you get access to the latest games and developer tools. I'm guessing there'll be like content creator, player, and developer tools, 3 different bundles, and they'll be maybe around $60 to $70 a month. Now as always, I want to know you guys' thoughts on this new Stadia project down in the comment section below. Just let me know what you guys are thinking about this, and yeah, I will definitely make more videos about this when it comes out. I'll probably most likely buy it and review it. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you like and subscribe for more content like this, and I'll see you guys later. Peace.